Hi everyone, this is just going to be a quick video to kind of let you know that I'm going to be taking a break from recording for a while. I am still going to try and record tutorials every couple weeks or every, maybe even more often, I'm not sure. But I just am not knitting very much right now, mostly because as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I started a new job and I've just been really busy at work, and when I've come home, I haven't really wanted to do much of anything. So during the week, I come home and I do my household chores in the evening and get all that stuff done, and then before I know it, it's time to go to bed, and there just hasn't been time for knitting. I am still playing a little bit of Sims, but usually only on the weekends. Sometimes I'll play during the week, but very rarely. But yeah, I'm just not doing a lot of knitting right now. And one of the main reasons that I'm not doing a lot of knitting, and one of the main reasons why I really need to take a break, is that Sammy's numbers are all over the place. He's down one day and then up the next and then down the next day. It's just crazy the way his numbers are going. He's actually sitting on my lap right now. And it's been a little bit stressful, I will admit. He seems fine. He's acting fine. He's not acting like he's feeling sick or anything like that, but it's more stressful for me than it is for him. So I spend a lot of time contemplating the next step. And as far as, the treatment, do we increase, do we decrease, do we change the food, what do we do? So right now we're in the process of getting him in for a dental. We're hoping that having a dental and getting his teeth cleaned, maybe he's got some kind of bacteria going on in his mouth that are causing his sugars to be out of whack. We currently started him on antibiotic yesterday. However, after just one dose, he stopped eating. So that is stressful. Today we're starting him on an additional anti-nausea medicine, hoping that will help bring his appetite back. And honestly, I just need time to be with Sammy, and when I'm not trying to figure out what we're going to do. I mean, I know the doctors, the veterinarians should be the ones that are figuring out treatment, but I am a very hands-on pet parent, and I like to do my own research. I like to have options. I like to go to the doctor and say, hey, this is what I found out. What do you think about this? And I know a lot of the stress that I have right now I'm putting on myself, but as a pet parent, that's just the way I am. I mean, for those of you that have regular human children, I'm sure that when they are sick, you stress about it and you want to do everything you possibly can to make them feel better and what have you. So that's what I'm going through right now. So needless to say, there's not a lot of knitting. I was going to try and answer the questions that have been asked in the last couple of weeks on the, the thread for asking the questions. I just don't have the brain power today to do it. But I did want to get out a quick episode just to kind of let you know where I am. If I don't record in the next couple of weeks, I have a couple of evening work activities or whatever. I guess they're activities in the next couple of weeks. So I'm probably not going to be recording next week at all, no matter what. But if Sammy starts to make a turn for the better, his numbers are better, by the way, today after starting the antibiotic. But again, he hasn't been eating today, so I'm hoping, he'll start to eat. And if he starts to eat, his numbers will probably start to go up again. We will have to see. But yeah, so next week I'm definitely not going to be recording anything. I will try to have the double knitting tutorial up. If Sammy starts to show some improvements this weekend, I'm sure I can get motivated to record the double knitting. It just all depends on how things go. Honestly, that's the truth about it. As for the upcoming VKNs, I am still planning on doing those. At this moment, I don't remember what days they are, but I think one is next Sunday, the 19th, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's the 19th. I think it's in the afternoon on a Sunday. I will probably do that. Check the VKN board or the thread on Ravelry to know for sure, but I probably will do that one. And if something comes up, I will definitely post there saying, okay, we have to cancel it kind of thing, but I'm going to try and make a point to do it. But yeah, that's about it. I am still working on the sock patterns that people have asked me for. It ended up being a little bit more work than I thought it was going to be to write up the pattern, so lately I haven't had the brain power for it, so I haven't been able to get that done, but hopefully once we can get Sammy's situation under control, I will be able to get back to that. And once work settles down a bit, I mean, I know I don't expect work to be a stressful thing, and it's not really stressful, but I've been learning a lot with training the last couple of weeks, and like I said, by the time I get home, my brain just wants to shut down and say, okay, I've had enough for today, let's just take a break. And I imagine that once I get into the flow of things at the office, it's going to be so much easier. Plus there is a huge amount of cleanup that needs to be done in a lot of different areas. The filing systems, the digital files, things that have just been kind of, documents that have just kind of been thrown into folders that have not been organized. So that's going to take a bit of time, and once I can get all that stuff taken care of, I think I'll feel a little bit more comfortable about the job, and once I kind of know more about what goes on there, you know, because it's a totally different environment than what I came from, and it's not a bad thing, but it's just different, and I have to just totally get used to it. But anyway, so I just wanted to give you this really quick episode just to let you know that, and I hope you will forgive me for taking a break. I know that most of you will say, absolutely take a break, no big deal. And honestly, if I don't have anything to share with you and my brain is fried, it wouldn't be worth doing anyway. So, all that to say, I don't know how long the break will be. If one day I feel like recording just out of the blue, I will do it. I'm going to try not to let it last too long. I think I did mention before that I was going to try and reduce my my recording in the summertime anyway. I had hoped to just kind of put it back to every other week, but it might be maybe once a month if I feel like doing it, or we'll see. We'll just have to see how it goes for right now. Once Sammy's numbers are under control, all bets are off at that point. So, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and again, I hope you don't have a problem with it. And I hope you will enjoy the tutorials that I have already produced and hope to produce in the next couple of months. So thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you the next time I talk to you, I guess. Bye for now.
As always, thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Please feel free to contact me with your comments or suggestions, as I am always trying to improve the show. You can find me on Ravelry, Instagram, and YouTube as Bloomingknitter. You can also find me on Plurk, Twitter, and Pinterest as Bloomingknitter, but I don't frequent those sites as often. I post show updates on Twitter and Facebook, and sometimes to Google Plus and Plurk. I am Miss Aerobics on MyFitnessPal and Fitbit. You can always find all the old episodes as well as links to the tutorials on the blog at www.knittingblooms.com. And you can also follow the show on Facebook. You can email me at knittingblooms@gmail.com, and show notes can be found at knittingblooms.com.